What's up, everyone? This is Francisco once again. Hi, everyone. So, I did some siding for my friend's house in Redding, California. We were attending Bethel Church out there, and we were building a house there. And for this particular outside siding, we were actually using like plastic vinyl type of wood planks. So we started at the bottom and worked all the way up. And then I worked with so I moved back to Riverside, California. Okay, Riverside. So it's still in California. Redding, California is in California. Riverside is in Riverside, California. Okay, so anyways. So I actually, even at that other house in Redding, I did the texturing for the walls. So all the like texturing, all the inside of the walls with the hopper. So I did it in the garage only in the garage. I don't know why my friend didn't have my brother do the whole house and the garage, but he just paid him just to do the inside of the house. So anyways, so I have some experience with the hopper machine doing the texturing a little bit, okay, and I think it came out fabulous. I think it came out great, but my friend was saying I was going a little bit too heavy, which that was the front of towards the garage, and then he was like, no, I want it lighter, like a lighter texture. So he was like, just buy one more bag and it should cover the rest of the garage. So halfway, midpoint, it was like beautiful, thick, runny looking texture, blobs, big blobs. They look really beautiful. I did not sand it or anything, but I did knock off some of the little balls that were visible. So after it was dry, I did that and kind of touched it up a little bit, but it was super dry by that time. And so the other side, he just wanted it lighter, so I was even able to see some of the the taping thereafter, which I didn't really like, but that's what he wanted. I tried to tell him that that it needs more or whatever, but either way he went with that. So that was his problem, not mine. The customer's always right. And so out here in Riverside, I'm helping a handyman, and he did some stuccoing for a back shed, which they converted to a back room, like a little guest room in their backyard. And I was thinking about, because in Redding we build a shed, and we also around the house, before we put the siding, we put 2x4s on the sides of the house, which we painted white, and it came out really nice. Okay, so I was thinking about doing that to my dad's shed, putting the 2x4 corners, and then for the trimming, I was thinking about adding. I was thinking about adding. I was thinking about adding. Oh yeah, like cement with a hopper. Even if I buy my own, which I most likely will do, and obviously, as long as I just do focus on one side, and then I clean it right away. Obviously, the concrete is not going to. I was thinking about using maybe porcelain cement, which is the finer material, or just regular cement, but removing all the sand and gravel. So most likely I will just stick with the porcelain cement, and I think that this is a great and affordable way to texture an exterior wall, like outside walls. But the thing is that I won't be adding any water proofing besides the paint. So there might be issues later on down the line. I'm not sure, but I think that that this is a great and easy way, affordable way to texture the outside of like maybe a shed. Obviously, for a house, like for his house, my friend's house, we added the plastic weatherproofing, pretty thick plastic to prevent the water from going into the house. So we kind of weatherproofed it. But I think that for a shed, and we're living in California, it doesn't really rain too much, so it's always dry out here. It doesn't stay too damp for too long. So right now we just have regular plywood on the shed. Okay, and I think that like any scratches or any imperfections down the line can easily be fixed with a little bit of more texture with the cement. But I was thinking about kind of going thick on the texture, not too thick though, where it's going to start peeling off or whatever. Just enough to like get a good texture on the plywood. Something that would just stick a little bit and not look too much like the plywood. But I'm not really too sure yet. I don't know if I should go thick or if I should go super light. I think that either way it won't really like hurt if I go thick or light. The only thing that I don't like about the plywood right now is that like it would chip off. Like if something gets caught on it, or like if I get like a trowel, a flat trowel, some of that will chip. And I did paint it all white, so I wanted to walk out there so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So I'm walking out right now. So this is it right here. You see this? So before there wasn't any paint. It was just like this. Okay, just like this behind me. It's kind of hard to see because of the glare. But pretty much this is how it was. And let me see. I'm going to use like this thing right here to kind of show you guys. Look at this right here. You see that little thing that's sticking out right there? Well, if I go like this, it'll come off. You know, and that goes for like a few other areas. Okay, so I did that to this side, and you guys can see where I painted and how it's like coming up. Okay, so I was thinking about, and even as I was rolling it, look at this is the evidence right here. Even as I was rolling it, the paint with the roller, we have these things that fell. Cause I use this as like tape all the way at the bottom, and you see I rolled it and some of them came off. So what's it called? Yeah, I just did it with a regular roller. So I painted this over here. Okay, this is the shed. And then I tried doing the trimming, but we ran out of 2x4, so I need to go buy some. And then this door, I got it for free as we were doing a project, and they were going to throw it away. And luckily, the guy I work with was nice enough to give it to me. So I put it on here. It's a really nice door. It's really old and vintage. It's a vintage door. It has a lot of history. So it's really nice. And yeah, anyway, my dad and I put it up. Before there wasn't any door there. It was just I'm trying to get out the sun. It's freaking hot. It was just what's it called? It was just like a piece of wood. You know, like a piece of plywood, like this one right here. So see all this chipping? When they're brand new, it doesn't really have too much of that. Okay, so I think we should have done the plastering on this a long time ago. So what I'm thinking about doing is getting some either silicone or the stuff to do like the plastering for the inside, the texturing for the inside walls, like I forget what it's called, but I was thinking about just using that to fill that lineup. The same stuff that people use to seal up the joints, where there's joints like two pieces of sheetrock meeting up together. I was thinking about just adding that stuff, and then so it's going to be cheap. Obviously, if that gets wet and is exposed to water, it will deteriorate over time. However, I was thinking about just doing it and blasting it with the concrete with the hopper. But this is after I install the 2x4s on the sides here, right there, on the corners, right here and right here. So it will look very professional once it's all done. And then once I do that, I was thinking about spraying it with paint. So buying something affordable, maybe something that is at Home Depot or Lowe's, just to give it a first coat of like primer type of thing, and then I'll come back with some more exterior paint, more expensive exterior paint, just to paint this little shed and to make it look professional, make it look nice. And like I'm even looking at my mom's house right here. It looks like it needs a paint job. Like, look at this. It's cracking right there. And then it has a bunch of these holes because they had some fans on the windows before, and they never covered the holes. Okay, right there. So I was thinking about covering that up, because this is beautiful, it's nice, there's nothing wrong with it. And there's a lot more over here by the AC unit. So that right there, it can create a problem later on. Bugs can go in there and nest, and they could damage the house. So that needs to get fixed. So yeah, like I was just thinking about doing the same thing to the front side as well right here. Okay, and all the way around. So, oh yeah, and then this is the inside. If you guys want to look at the inside, this is how it looks like. This is the type of roofing that it has. So over here, obviously we would use like maybe some expanding foam to seal that off, or we could just leave it like that because it's just a shed and it's good to get some ventilation in here, some air ventilation. But in here we have some boards, you guys can see the wood over here, and then over here it needs a little bit more work. It needs another piece of plywood, and then this wood over here is like breaking apart. It's not even real wood. What's behind this? So that would also needs a modification. Like it just needs to be done the right way with the plywood. And this is what I'm talking about. When plywood is brand new and it's not damaged by the water, it's smooth like this. The particle wood is hardly compacted. Obviously, what's happening outside is slowly deteriorating. The wood is slowly deteriorating, so that's why I'm talking about doing the concrete hopper texture type of thing, which will be easy and affordable. I mean, one bag costs like $10, I think, of the porcelain cement, and that stuff is super sandy. Okay, so I think that the hopper will be able to handle it, especially if I add water and I make it runny. I think the hopper will definitely handle it, and it will be more like an inside type of texture especially for the newer homes, they have that thicker pattern. Just blob it on there and make it look really nice. And then once, like I said, once that's done, hitting it with the spray gun with some paint once it dries, and then obviously once that's done, buying some better paint to basically seal it. So the water will it'll hit the paint, but it will just roll down and run off, because that's what the exterior paint is meant for. It's supposed to create a sealer, okay, without doing all that extra stuff for a house, like the plastic and all that other stuff, okay? And I'm not going to go too thick where it's going to require the freaking like the nails and the chain link fencing, or the chicken wire. I'm not going to do all of that stuff. I'm just going to do a small fine coats of the cement where it's not going to fall off. And in here, my dad actually built this with my brothers, but I was thinking about maybe adding a few more boards in here, like right here. It needs like 2 more 2x4s right here, over here as well. These are 2x4s though, so it's probably good the way it is, because they're thicker. And the 2x4, the 4x4 basically complements for two of the 2x4s. 2x4s are like this and like that. These are like this and like this all the way around, okay? But I was still thinking about adding 2 more 2x4s right here and over there. This side looks really good. There's plenty of 2x4s right there. There's a 2x4 in the corner. There's a 2x4 right there. In the middle. Right there. And then eventually over there. Okay, so that looks perfect. This side as well. There's one right there. One right there. One right there. One right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is one right behind this, and then one in the corner. And that's the corner right there. And then we need to add more wood right here, because it's open, it's exposed right now, as well as that little corner. But like I said, this is kind of good, because right now it's allowing air circulation to come in here. But later on, we can always add something up here, like even solar panels, or but I was thinking more like the little vent things. That, or I can cut something, in the plywood and add like a screen to allow light in here, and also to allow circulation in here, but the only reason why I would want to seal this off is to prevent bugs from coming in here and breeding, especially like bees and stuff like that, or wasps. I got some more wood right here that my friend gave me because we were working on a project, and this wood is super nice. This right here is like $20 right here of wood, and I can do all sorts of projects with this. I created the shelves in here, the shelving for my dad. I put these up as well. Okay, and then I actually brought these from the Habit Burger Grill where I was working at. So without the stuff that I did here, these like little shelves and stuff wouldn't be here. Like this one is obviously from a kitchen, This one is a kitchen one as well. That one is as well. And over here, there's just a bunch of stuff that my sister brought. Right here in these baskets. And then back here we have like, some cabinets and other stuff that we need to get rid of. But mainly I just wanted to kind of fix this up for my dad. But the only thing is that I don't have any money to do this. That's the only thing that sucks. And I did want to, first of all, I still have to go buy the hopper gun to do the texturing. And I still have to buy all the materials, all the paints, and make this look modern. Make it look really nice. That's what I want to do. Like the house. Okay? Even in here, I want to be able to, maybe paint it all white in here, make it look nice. Or something like that. In case, I don't know if I would want to add the sheetrock in here, unless someone was planning on moving in here. But right now, I'm thinking just a little bit of paint in case we do any more further modifications in here. Alright, that's the only reason why I would want that's the only reason why I would want to add the sheetrock. Alright, in case someone was moving in here, make it look nicer. But I think that this is beautiful the way it is. I was actually thinking about putting a light somewhere right here and some electrical with a plug, so when someone comes in, when you come in, you can just flip the light and then there'll be light in here in the shed. And then as well as some electrical outlets to power, maybe to charge your cell phone and stuff like that. And there is a window that my brother installed. It's right here, which is super cool because it allows the light to come in, and this door has a window as well. See that? So this is a really nice door. We just have to, obviously fix that a little bit. I already put some 2x4s around this to make the frame. I just have to put the caulking around it and move this around and finish that up. But yeah, I just wanted to share this idea with everyone out there in the event that any of you want to try this out. This idea with this whole idea with the hopper, with the porcelain cement. And I can show you guys a quick, because I'm doing a screen recording as a matter of fact, so I can actually show you guys the porcelain cement. Okay, so this is the porcelain cement. It's very fine. Okay, it's easy to work with. Oh shoot, there's a bug in here. I freaking hate those mosquitoes. You know what? If this thing lands, I'm going to have to stop this video, because those things they're everywhere. They've been attacking me. They bite me, they sting me, and they're dangerous. But hopefully, they'll leave me alone, or that one will leave me alone. So, anyways, look at this. Someone smooth grade concrete surface finisher, meadow patch. So this guy's using something like that, porcelain cement. Euclid cement wash 50 something. So yeah, like I think this stuff right here will definitely fit inside of a hopper, and I think that the machine will handle taking it out, ejecting it out. Hold on. Got him. It's right there. Oh shit, it's moving. So, yeah, sorry about that. Got distracted. But that thing was huge. That thing is humongous. Which probably explains how I got this right here. Inside of my face. And right here. And then the other day my brother he killed, well, he told me that there was a spider, so I killed it right away, immediately. Okay, so anyways, so yeah, porcelain cement, is what I was thinking about using for the exterior texture for the shed. And you guys already know how much the sidings are, right? Siding for house or sheds. Let's go to the Home Depot. And yeah, like this stuff right here, composite siding, I think is what it is. Smart Side 38 series cedar texture, 8-inch or 8 something. OC panel engineered treated wood siding application as 4 feet by 8 feet. But look at the cost. These things are $44.85. That's just for one. Okay, if we look at the porcelain cement and we go to Home Depot, see, it's 94 pounds. Okay, there's a lot of material with this bag. Okay, so you guys I can complete the whole shed with this porcelain cement for all the siding. Okay, so that's what I've been thinking about doing. Or else I would probably go with something like this. Okay, and then these as well. These here are $9 for just one little strip. Like right here, one little strip is $9, and it's the common size is 8 feet by 12 feet. Or wait, I think it comes in a pack probably. 8 of them at 12 inches. Oh no, 8. The height is 8 inches and the length is 12 feet. So that's not that bad, but still, I mean, I would think about it. I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 just to do like one side. So that's already like $100. This right here, I would need a lot more as well to cover the shed. So what I'm sharing with you guys is see, and look at this. It has the same type of particle wood, and then it says protects against termites and fungal decay. LP smart side panel siding. See, so that's all it is. They just basically treated the outside of it with paint. Okay, so that's the reason why. Yeah, look at this. That's the reason why I'm saying that I will paint it. Okay, to make it look like this, to make it look nice. Okay, nice and inviting, something modern, just for the fun of it, just to fix up my mom's house. I did all the painting. I just fixed the kitchen cabinets that were broken. I can show you guys. I didn't record a video for that, but I can show you guys real quick. Hey, good morning, ma'am. I'm recording the video. I'm not going to record you though, so don't worry. So, look at this. So this is the cabinets that I fixed. I used, I messed up right here, but I basically used used wood. We were working on a project, and I think Juan, the guy I work with, he just gave it to me. And I painted the cabinets all white. But I still need to paint these. Like I said, this is used wood. I just have to paint it, and then I fixed that one as well. And then I bought a router and I fixed it. I still have to do this one though. This one is broken. Okay, so once I paint it, it's going to look really nice. So this happened just recently. I purchased the router for, I think it was like $25 for this router at the Harbor Tools, Drillmaster trim router, 1/4 trim router. You know, it worked really good. The only thing I didn't really like about it is that I think it was my fault though, because I think I was trying to do it too fast, and like it went out of control, and like it started bouncing everywhere. But other than that though, so it is pretty powerful. I wouldn't recommend, for a kid to use it. This thing is super powerful, unless, we're holding it hard down, and they're going super, super slow, because the slower you go, the more time the machine has time to cut. But if you try to force it, it will try to chip away at that wood. Try to, dig more into the wood. But obviously, when people do that, it causes it to lose control. And it's not heavy at all. It's not heavy. It's super light. So anyways, that's the only reason why I bought this router machine. Was to fix my parents' cabinets. Because they've been broken like that for years. And no one ever took the time to fix them except for me. Okay? No one ever paid attention to that. The same is true for the restroom. The tile is broken. It's been like that for a long time. I'm not talking crap. I'm really bummed out at the fact that I'm only earning a little bit of money. And I believe that I deserve more out of this life. I believe I deserve more money, a better way of living. And it seems like everyone's just giving me the runaround. Giving me all the grunt work with the littlest pay. That they could possibly get away with, and it really sucks. It really sucks to be in my situation. But either way, if I ask my mom for help, she will help me, and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and let me share this book with all of you. That my boss, the guy I work with, the guy I help for the handyman job that I have. Well, his name is Juan. He's a really nice guy. He's one of my neighbors, as a matter of fact. And I was at his house yesterday, and I seen this book, Home Improvement 1, 2, 3. This one right here it's a new edition, the Home Depot Easy Step-by-Step Instructions, Expert Advice from the Home Depot, or Depots, however you pronounce that. New edition, completely revised and expanded. This one here is mainly for home improvement, and in the back of it, there's actually more books for sale. I want to personally get the landscaping one and the outdoor projects one. Decorating sounds really good as well. Even flower gardening, those sound really interesting to me. Something that I wouldn't mind getting. But this thing is super educational. I can share a little bit with you guys. Look at it. Copper piping. This is all plumbing for the restrooms. Electrical. And then it even has an area where it shows all the tools right here. All the tools. Electrical. More tools. flooring, windows, cabinets, this is adding a closet, energy efficiency ideas, exterior, the gutters, the roofing, and yeah, like this book is super cool. And basically I'm going to keep this here in my bedroom, obviously, so I can use that as a reference. I guess the great thing about technology is that we have YouTube, so if you guys want to learn anything, you guys can always Google it. But it's always good to have, something like this. So I was actually glad that he gave it to me. I was just going to put it away because we were like heading out. We were going somewhere. I think. Oh yeah, he was dropping me off from his house, and he just bought me. He bought me a bean and cheese burrito from Alberto's, which I wanted. I love bean and cheese burritos. So I got myself a bean and cheese burrito, and we went to his house, and then I was there eating, and then he offered to give me that book. I grabbed it. I was just looking at it. I was going to put it back, but he was like, oh, you can have it. And I was like, really? I was like, oh, thanks. So yeah, so now I have it. Yeah, so like this texture idea, I think it's a super easy way for all of you to protect the wood from breaking apart. See, because before I painted it, it was already exposed like that. Okay, like this wood that was added wasn't freshly added, and then I came and painted. Okay, they probably put some fresh wood on there, but they never stained it. They never added any protector, protection or whatever to the wood, to protect it from water damage. Okay, so I think that with the hopper adding the texture with the porcelain cement, obviously, I think that I think it will look really great. I think it will look good. Now, would it be better to use the porcelain cement or the stuff that is used for the inside? Well, to answer that question, I don't really know. I think it will be the same, but obviously, if you guys use the porcelain cement, it'll last longer because it's outside. Okay, it's for outside, and I mean, if you guys try to scrape, concrete off, even porcelain, it takes some work to do that. Okay, especially on the particle wood. I mean, good luck trying to remove that without damaging or without peeling any of the plywood. Okay, and I think that if someone hits it, I don't think that the porcelain cement would just fall off. I don't think that will happen. Okay, I think there's going to be a solid adhesion, and it's all going to be like wire framed to to that area once I'm done, because like I said, I'm going to add the 2x4s on the corners. Over time, when I have the money to buy the wood, maybe I'll just do a few at a time, maybe one side at a time, because I don't really have money like that. Okay, so I just maybe do one side, the other side, and eventually the fourth side. Okay, but nonetheless, I'll most likely get it done, and it'll look nice, and it'll last a long time. So this is all on a budget. This is me doing it on a budget without going broke, or attempting to do this with the little checks that I get. Okay? And I remember when I was working at the Habit Burger Grill, some of my checks will only come out to like $500 a week. That's only $2,000 a month. Okay, so it's super annoying to only have a little bit of money. It's not a lot of money. Okay? And it's super annoying having to live like that, because these are simple modifications. These are simple fixes that I shouldn't even be worried about. Okay, and $2,000, that's like the cost of renting in California alone. So, like, I'm going through a lot. Like, and I'm sure a lot of you are as well out there, because it's a bunch of BS. Like having to work all month long, but still having to live with your parents. Or even renting a room at someone's house. That's just very like, it's kind of humiliating. Not that someone is living with their parents, okay? It's humiliating when a grown adult has to work like everyone else, but they don't earn enough to be able to get their own apartment. At least so they can play the parts. Like, oh, look at me, I'm an adult, and I'm able to afford my own, little apartment, studio or whatever, just like other people are doing it. So that's very frustrating, and it must be very frustrating for my parents as well, having to put up with me, and I have other family members here that are over the age of 18, and we're all still living here with our parents. So I don't know what's going on with these businesses not wanting to pay people. At least so they can be happy. And there's a lot of people out there struggling. So I just hope that this idea with the porcelain cements for the texturing outside of the walls will be encouraging to some of you out there, and I hope that it works. and I hope that it sticks. I hope that it really sticks without it falling or having any or running into any issues later down the line. Obviously, I would have to do it and experiment on it, and I'm going to do a good job. I'm going. As a matter of fact, I think with the same porcelain cement, I'm going to use it as silicone on the side of the wood. I'm going to make it thick, and before it dries, I'm going to blast it with the porcelain cement all the way to the around the corner pieces of the shed, and I think that's going to help it interlock. Like I said, wireframe. It's going to wireframe it. It's going to interlock, and it's not going to break or chip off over time. It's going to be one. Okay, and I think that's going to make the difference, because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing when it comes to it, and I believe that you guys should do that as well. I believe that if you guys are going to use it as some type of silicone or to fill the wood, like I was saying, I could use this stuff, but I could technically just use the cement, and then blast it all the way around, and let that cure. Once it cures, it's going to interlock, and nothing will there's another bug in here, and nothing will mess with that. Nothing will cause it to fall. I think it's going to look beautiful. Okay, and we can look at some wall texturing. The wall texturing. Yeah, let's look at some images here. And the newer houses have, let me see if I can find it. The newer houses have like this type of pattern. The knockdown. It's kind of like the knockdown, but it's not entirely like that. It's more like shoot, let me see. Like this right here. But the bottom one, like this one. Oh fuck. Like this one right here. Okay. Yeah, like this. The newer homes have this type of texture, like right here. This one right here. And that's like, I believe, like the KB homes, okay? Well, I won't even look at their logo, but you guys get what I'm talking about. So it does have a little bit of that, this, like the flats, like this one, a little bit of this type of stuff, but not too much, it's heavy, it's a heavy type of texture. Like this one right here. Yep, like this one. Alright? So that's how it will look like at the end of the day. Something beautiful like that. And if there's any imperfections or you know, like if you guys can see some of the screws or the taping, I don't worry about that. I just go thicker like this. I just go thicker right there, and eventually it looks really nice and beautiful and straight. Okay, or at least it has that illusion. Okay, and at the end of the day, who gives a shit? Alright, it's going to look nice regardless. I never tried using this texture wall with a roller. I never done this before, this method with a roller. But I mean, that texture looks nice. Whatever works. I don't really care. I guess you guys can even roll it. You know, why not? Roll it, make it kind of watery, make it runny. And I guess if you guys have to do more than one coat, then go for it. Because, you know, cement, it has, you know, some type of adhesion. You know, it's like glue. It's going to get hard. Alright, so it's going to look nice. Let me see here. Yeah, but the type of texture that I would go for, it's kind of like, yeah, this orange peel. Orange peel. So let me look for that. Orange peel. Yeah, wall texture. That's good. Whoa, there's a fly in here now. Jesus. So, okay, right here. Orange peel heavy. Okay, so this is a heavy type of texture right here. This is the texture that I like. Right here. Alright. That, to me, looks better. Yeah, the orange peel. To me, this looks way better. It looks neater. It doesn't require a lot of work. Freaking fly. No, you're in here somewhere. I'm a fucking killer right now. Fucking hate flies. Jesus, man. There's not one thing, it's another. Oh, whoa, let me see this. Yeah, I don't really like this orange peel over here, though. That looks like a different texture. Yeah, that's different. That's different comparatively to this orange peel. Or even this one right here. This says orange peel. Does that look the same? Does this one right here look the same as this? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, right? This right here looks more like a popcorn type of texture. It doesn't look like the orange peel. Look at it. Popcorn. popcorn ceiling texture. Like that. That looks like popcorn. This is like the popcorn texture. And that's not what I'm trying to go for. That looks disgusting. But this right here, I like this. But it's a little bit too blobby looking. Like, it doesn't really look that nice. Let me see if I can find one though that will look nice. Man. Well, this one right here is kind of hard for me to see it, but yeah, the orange peel is what I'm talking about. Most definitely. And look at this. But I think the great thing about the plywood is that it'll grip, because there's like layer on layer on layer on layer, so there's like little ridges where it can get stuck and adhere to, you know, so it can have that grip. So it's going to bond really nicely and prevent this from happening. Yeah, but you know, some of these textures are like old school. I don't like them. I like the more modern looking textures, which I can do. Okay? Especially if I'm the one doing the project. Let me see. Oh, I'm looking for ceiling. Popcorn. Well, it's the orange peel wall texture. Let me look at this again. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah, that looks nice. That's the way the garage came out. Okay? Right here. And then for the other section, he had the tape and he didn't like smooth it out all the way. So there was like little indentations, but he wanted a light. Just a little bit of texture, like lighter than this, like just a little bit of blobs on there. Like if he did a fine finish to the sheetrock, which he didn't. Okay, so that had a lot to do with why I had to go heavy as well. But trust me, it came out really nice, really really nice. But that's the way that I will eventually yeah, see, look at this orange peel. So it's an orange peel heavy. That's what I'm talking about. Orange peel heavy. Okay, it has to be that way in my eyes. That's perfect. I don't like all this little shit right here. So let me change that. Orange peel, heavy wall texture. Yes, yes. Now this It's more modern and more modern look. Alright? Especially this one right here. Yep. Yeah, I don't know about that one. There's a fly in here. I can't stand its wings flapping. It's disgusting. And then if you guys can get it painted like this, where it's super shiny, like a clear gloss type of thing, man, that will last a long time. But obviously for the exterior, like an oil-based type of what is it, polyurethane? Because I was looking at it yesterday. Polyurethane. I don't know how to pronounce it. I mean, I don't know how to spell it. Polyurethane. Right here. I was just looking at this yesterday, and that's the reason why I was looking at it yesterday at the store that I was at, because this stuff right here works wonders. Look at this. It's beautiful. It gives it that nice shiny finish to it, and that's why I love high gloss on paint and all that stuff. So if you guys can find something like this, man, that would be super beautiful. Just look at that. Look at the reflections. All that shininess, that wet look. Look how it brings it back to life. You know? So yeah, like, that's definitely the way that I want to end this video. Right here. Looking at beautiful finished work. And there's a bunch of it. There's a bunch of different products out there. If you guys are thinking about staining wood, I would go with the Tung's oil. Tung's oil, not oils. Yeah, this one right here. Tung oil finish. It is expensive. This one right here is $20 for 1 pint. And that's how it looks like. So it looks like a 16 fluid ounce, 1 pint, or 473 milliliters, ml. Alright. So that right here, this is for the wood finish. Look at that. Furniture to floors. Preserve the beauty and craftsmanship of your home. Look at that. So it's even for flooring, okay? And it's so easy to apply it. You guys can apply it with a paintbrush or with a rag. I personally did it with a microfiber rag. Microfiber cloth rag. So right here it says prep, stain, protect, maintain. Yeah, but this is it right here. Minwax, tongue oil, tung. I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, that stuff works really good. But anyways, yeah, eventually I want to have the shed looking like this, you know, something beautiful. Like this. This looks really nice. Like that. So just stare at that for a while, and you guys have a great day. Yeah.